Kate's 41st birthday bash exposes all his lies in Spare and spills Meg's had fake miscarriage. The Princess of Wales is set to celebrate her 41st birthday on Monday the 9th of January, but the royals will be bracing themselves for revelations in Prince Harry's memoir Spare. Kate spent the festive period with a young family in Norfolk, joining King Charles and Queen Consort Camilla at Sandringham for Christmas. The Waleses were among the royals out in force for the Christmas Day walk to church, with Prince William and Kate's youngest child, Prince Louis, 4, making his debut. During the Christmas break, the family of 5 also enjoyed a trip to see Santa at Lapland UK, and William even reportedly treated his wife to a thrilling date by taking an Aston Martin DBX707 for a weekend test drive. While Kate usually spends her birthday privately, and Kensington Palace shared 3 very special portraits to mark a milestone 40th last year, there is likely to be some concern over a brother-in-law's book. The Duke looks set to open up about his strained relationship with his brother William and father King Charles. In a first look at the ITV1 interview, Harry says, "I want a family, not an institution," adding, "I'd like to get my father back. I'd like to have my brother back." Referring to the leaking and the planting of information, the 38-year-old also states that it never needed to be this way. "They feel as though it's better to keep us somehow as the villains," he continued. "They've shown absolutely no willingness to reconcile." Recently, Harry revealed the shocking details about Meghan's miscarriage in his new book. He said, "We left the hospital with our unborn child, a tiny package. We went to a secret place that only we knew. Under a spreading banyan tree, while Meg wept, I dug a hole with my hands and set the tiny package softly into the ground." "Any medical people here? Would they let you leave the hospital with the remains of your miscarriage? I find this really hard to believe. And I find it hard to believe that they did it immediately after leaving hospital. I don't believe he dug a hole for a grave with his bare hands." There are many viewers who feel extremely furious with what he revealed. One said, "Not to get gross, but you need to bury remains fairly deeply so other animals don't dig up the remains and defile them or eat them. Not sure what other rules there are for this, not that rules apply to them. I do know that in NC it's illegal to spread ashes in public places or on property, even with the owner's permission. I'm sure it happens though. I know of someone that wanted to spread their father's ashes at a racetrack, and they were denied due to the law." Another commented, "Assuming this story is true, she was probably sent home from the hospital, miscarried in the toilet or something, then they somehow collected those remains and buried them. I've known a family who did that here in Australia for an early pregnancy loss. I found it a bit weird, but whatever, if it helps people to grieve, then go for it. I just don't understand why, as usual, he felt the need to lie about such basic details that no one would even care about. If they said it was an early miscarriage and they buried the blood clots in the backyard, thousands of women who've miscarried would understand and sympathise with them. And likewise, no one would give